What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Beta Memoirs. And today, my friends, was an interesting day. We finally got the CPI data. It came out. The banks took quite a hit today, to be honest, but tech rallied. We did have some good momentum, some good volatility today. We did tear up this morning and then only to hit all-time highs and crash back down into support today. But everything is looking pretty solid, even though the numbers weren't the greatest. It's just good to see that the market is actually moving, and this is what the market was waiting for. This is essentially since yesterday. Now, being said, going into later in today, we did have the Fed budget came out and tanked the banks even more. This is also why we got a little bit more of a pullback towards the end of the day. So being said, the market does look like it is getting ready to push back up. Friday, we have some job numbers, I believe, in the morning, or unemployment numbers tomorrow. But I'm not really too concerned about that tomorrow. I think everything is becoming numb to this point. Ultimately, we are waiting for what Powell and them have to say next week. If nothing changes, I think we're going to continue to push higher, and we're starting to see that. And it was good to finally see a SPY break out to all-time highs, because it's been a struggle every time we've gone close, essentially within, just nickels and dimes away from all-time highs, and then only to be knocked back down. So we've been held down for a while, but now we actually hit all-time highs, and I think we continue into tomorrow. But overnight, I didn't want to hold anything just in case. I wanted the digestion to hit a little bit better. Normally, a second day of digestion will cause the market to react in the way it actually is, because as you saw, we did hit all-time highs only to crash down. I wanted to see what overnight session would be, so I didn't take any positions again tonight. I did scalp Tesla in options. I was in calls and in shares. Topped out when essentially they bottomed out today. Tesla also does have their Plaid vehicle is coming out. So they're doing a demo of it tonight. I think it's 4 p.m. Pacific time later tonight. So it'll be interesting to see what happens after that. I don't like holding any kind of Tesla when it involves any kind of overnight session like that, because last time I did something like that, the Cybertruck had broken glass, and not a very good approach to wasn't very well taken from that point. So I didn't want to hold anything overnight. That being said, again, I think being in Friday, we might get a bit of a pullback, but going into next week, again, I think we're going to stall. We got Powell, so I don't think we're going to be doing too much. We might get some volatility tomorrow, but I think, again, we'll stall Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday are going to be flat until we hear something from Powell. I'm not saying that there won't be any movement, but I think ultimately it'd be the morning pumps from that point. QQQ looks exactly the same as SPY. It looks very strong, starting to break back out. It would be nice to actually get all-time high for QQQ. It has been a minute. It's been held down for a while, so it's finally nice to see it to start to break away and growth stocks start to become what growth stocks were. So that is something I am looking forward to for the most part in the coming weeks. Now, as far as the watch list for tomorrow, I'm keeping it short. Mostly momentum. I want to see what happens with the car showing tonight with Tesla. But Tesla really wanted to go today. Again, being held back. I think it's really the Powell stuff. Every time it gets to a breakout point in that range, it gets stuck in that point. So Amazon had a massive day today. I did miss this one. I was playing shop and Tesla today, so I made out well on those. So I wasn't too concerned I missed out on this, but nonetheless, Amazon has been a beast, and so I want to continue to watch that on the daily. It looks like we could get a retest for another entry. And SQ has pulled itself back into range, which is something I like on the daily as well. Now, Tesla, again, it's on the daily. I showed this yesterday, but it looks like it broke out of the wedge, retesting, ready to start ripping up. Again, I don't know if we're going to be stuck in this range because it did fly quite a bit out of here today. I picked everything up right here on the middle Bollinger Band, and then rode this essentially all the way up to the peak here, then topped out, and then from that point it came back down. I didn't get back in until it broke back over. Then I took like essentially broke even on this because I tried to take some dailies on that or some weeklies on this, and it didn't go anywhere. It stalled a lot. Again, pulled back down in the range, which makes me believe that if we don't gap up overnight, we're just going to sit here until Powell comes out. So that's something I definitely want to watch for tomorrow, because I think it really can run once it does get gas. So that could be as soon as tomorrow. Amazon, monster, a couple of days, to be honest. We traded sideways yesterday, but monster morning, monster day in general. So tomorrow, what I'm looking at, again, the green lines being the daily marks here. We do have, I believe that is some nice support here around the 3306 mark. I want to see if Amazon can come back down and test that tomorrow. If we can, it's the middle Bollinger Band and actually be a perfect play if it does come back down into that tomorrow. I don't think Amazon is going to gap up tomorrow just because of the big run it's had. Either I think it goes sideways or pulls back. I think the market might actually, tech might pull back a little bit overnight going into Friday and then rip going into close tomorrow. So we'll have to see how that plays out, but definitely something I want to keep on watch, especially if it comes back down into this middle Bollinger Band. At least try to capture that daily move. Ultimately, I don't know if I'm going to really hold anything on the weekend. Most things don't look the greatest, right? I think going because of Powell and everything, I want all that to kind of get out of the way before I really start trying to swing longer than over an overnight session, because I want to get in some longer positions, but I want the news to clear, everything to digest before I really do that. SQ, it looks like it's breaking out of the wedge, or retested and starting to push back up is what it looks like on the daily. And so ultimately, and we are above the 200. So if we can look for a retest of the 215 and then possibly run from there, I would be most interested in that. It's been consolidating a lot in this area. So I think once SQ can go, it is really going to go. But that's what I do like for tomorrow. Again, it is Friday. Fridays have normally been slight pullbacks and then rips for most of the day. So we'll have to see if that pattern continues. But, and then we got Powell on them for next week. So you got to be mindful of that. It's really just the anticipation of next week. Once we figure out what's going on with that, then we can really make some changes from that point. Like hopefully swing for a couple of days. That being said, remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Till next time, guys, I will see you guys later.